Thank you. Thank you. I'd like to call the inaugural session of the Haliburton County Council to order. And on behalf of County Council and staff, I'd like to welcome everybody here today with a special acknowledgement of Councillor Danielson, who's attending virtually today. My name is Gary Dyke, and I'm the CAO clerk for the county. And as our custom, annually today, we'll be selecting the warden for the upcoming year for amongst the members of council. But first, with the land acknowledgement. We respectfully acknowledge that the County of Haliburton is located on Treaty 20 Mississauga territory and in the traditional territory of the Mississauga and Chippewa Nations, collectively known as the Williams Treaty First Nations. We acknowledge a shared presence of Indigenous nations throughout the area and recognize its original inhabitants as stewards of its lands and waters since time immemorial. At this time, I'd like to take the opportunity to review our procedures for the election of the warden for the coming year. There's a nomination process that is followed to fill this office as outlined in our procedural bylaw. The nomination forms were provided to members of County Council, and members had until the close of business on November 14th of this year to submit completed nominations. The nomination forms required the signatures of the nominee and 2 signatures for members of County Council. And as outlined in our report to County Council on November 26, 1 completed nomination was received by the clerk, and that was for Councillor or Warden, past Warden Dave Burton for the coming year. I would like to provide the opportunity for councillors who nominated Councillor Burton an opportunity to speak to their nomination. First, Councillor Fury.
Thank you, Gary. I have to say I had a kind of a subtle reminder that it was 2 years ago now that Dave and I talked about him being the warden, and I understand that I told him that I would support him till the end of the term. So I'm honoring that commitment today. And I would like to say that Dave has represented Haliburton County well in the past. He chaired the EORN committee when it started. I know he met with federal ministers, provincial ministers, Bell, Rogers, and all those companies, and got it well on its way. And that was a huge thing for the CellGap network. And then he went to Good Roads, and in a year or 2, he was chair of Good Roads. So he's been a great ambassador for Haliburton County, and that's what I look for in a warden, is the ambassador.
Thank you, Councillor Fury. Councillor Ryle.
I've known Mayor Dave Burton for many years and served with him on our Highlands East Council. And also now as a fellow member of the Haliburton County Council. Dave has been our warden for the last year, and I think he's done just a great job. So quite simply, I think that he is the right person to lead the county as warden for the last year of our term. And I am sure that under his guidance, we are going to finish a lot of the items that we have planned. And for that, I'm looking forward to being with him.
Thank you, Councillor Ryle. With that, I would now present the following motion for consideration. Moved by Councillor Fury, second by Councillor Ryle, to confirm the acclamation of Councillor Burton to the position of warden for 2025-2026. Any questions, comments? Not all in favor? Carried. I now ask Warden-elect Burton to come forward to accept the chain of office.
Sure, it'll fit over my head. All those kind words.
and now, Warden Burton, I'd ask you to recite the oath of office, please.
Thank you. I, Dave Burton, having been elected to the office of warden of the county of Haliburton, do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise the office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or any other improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. I will faithfully bear the true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III, and I make this solemn promise and declaration, believing it to be true and knowing that it is the same in force as effective as made under oath.
And with that, I'll now have the pleasure to turn the meeting over to Warden Burton.
To Murray and to Cease, thanks very much for those kind words. They certainly meant an awful lot to me. In the middle of every difficulty lies opportunity. Albert Einstein's words remind us that the challenges are not roadblocks, but they are just stepping stones to progress and innovation. Good afternoon, everyone. It is a privilege to be here before you today as we begin this new term of the service of Haliburton County. I want to express my gratitude to my fellow council members, our dedicated staff, and the residents who place their trust in us together. Together, we share a deep commitment to this remarkable place that we call home. And Mr. CAO, I'm going to be calling on you and on your talents, your connections, your networking, and I'm looking forward to you moving forward with us as we meet different levels of government and our community. And I am going to charge you with that. We know the world around us is changing. Economic pressures, rising service delivery costs, and global uncertainties remind us that strong local leadership is more important now than ever. But these realities also present opportunities to think creatively and collaboratively and to build resilience for the future. We face important challenges, ensuring access to health care amid doctor shortages, planning thoughtfully for an aging population, and creating meaningful opportunities for youth so they can thrive right here in Haliburton County. These are not obstacles. They are calls of action. Our strength lies in partnerships between municipalities, community organizations, and local businesses. Together, we will continue to attract and retain healthcare professionals, plan responsible for demographic changes, and create pathways for youth success. We manage resources wisely, balancing fiscal responsibility with the delivery of essential services. And we champion tourism, recreation, and culture initiatives that enrich lives and strengthen our economy. The road ahead is not without challenges, but it's filled with promise. Determination, collaboration, and optimism, we will ensure Haliburton County remains a place where families flourish, businesses succeed, and communities come together. This is our home and our shared responsibility. Thank you for the trust and support. Let's move forward with confidence and with a clear vision for the future of Haliburton County. Thank you. I suppose, Gary, we're going to our confirmation bylaw. I just wanted to have one announcement that for tomorrow, due to the weather and what the weather they're calling for, I'm going to ask council that we do our meeting virtual tomorrow. And I don't think there's any problem with that I can see. We had some awards we were going to give out, but we're going to put them off till January, Gary. I believe.
Yeah. The long service awards will present now in the first meeting in January versus tomorrow.
Any other business?
No.
Confirmation bylaw.
Be it resolved that bylaw 4326 being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of the December 9th, 2025 special meeting of Haliburton County Council be considered to be read a first, second, and third time and finally passed.
If someone move, Councillor Ryle, second by Councillor Shell. All in favor? It's carried. Adjournment.
That December 9th, 2025 special meeting of Haliburton County Council be adjourned at 3:09 p.m.
That's moved by McKechnie, second. Councillor Dayu. All in favor? It's carried. Thank you. Thank you.